right, my friends. Well, thanks for being here. And yeah, we'll get necks, lower back, hips, shoulders, all the good stuff. Using your tools, whatever the props that you would like to use, always, if you need to take a break, do. If you need a drink, grab one. Strength challenges, they're there for you if you want them. Otherwise, just ignore them and just take that opportunity to be in down dog, child's pose, or to grab your drink. All right, let's find a seated position and roll those shoulders up and back. Let your shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes. Do that shoulder roll again. Take it up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Let's bring the hands down by your hips, palms pressing down towards the ground, crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling. And just feel that length in the spine. Openness of the chest. Core engaged. As you exhale, release your chin down towards your chest. Keep that length in the spine. Keep pressing those palms down towards the ground. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean your head to the right ear over the right shoulder. Just gently let it fall. And press your left palm down towards the ground. You can keep your eyes closed or you can open them. Face is turned towards front. And just feeling that stretch all the way down that left side of the neck. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, lean your head to the left. Just that gentle release and then press that right palm down towards the ground. Relax your jaw, soften your eyes. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Once again, release your chin down towards your chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And as you exhale, gently lean your head back, looking up. And then we're going to lift that lower jaw towards the ceiling. Relax the jaw and slowly lift that head back to neutral. We turn and look out over that right shoulder. It looks like a snow globe out there, you guys. And gently tuck your chin down towards your collarbone. Pressing that left palm down towards the ground. Inhale, lift your head and turn it back through center and then out over to the left shoulder. As far as you can turn your head without turning the shoulders. And then a gentle tuck of your chin down towards your collarbone. And again, press that right palm down towards the ground. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Turn your face towards front. Shift your hands to the front of the shins and let's walk it forward. Just releasing the weight of the upper body down. Let your head be heavy. And just let it melt. Let your upper body melt towards the ground. Tummy and chest kind of nestling down into your lap. Inhale, lift just slightly and walk your hands forward a little bit further. And relax the weight of the upper body back down. A little press of your tailbone towards the mat. Little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Inhale, circle your hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Reach it high. And as you exhale, cross your right hand to the left knee. Left arm reaches up and over. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Maybe turn, take your gaze along the inside of that left arm. Inhaling it back up and we switch. Left arm crosses, right arm up. And we take it up and over. Holding on to that knee, the thigh, whatever feels good to you, and then turn and take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhaling it back up nice and tall. Release your hands down by your sides. Switch so the other leg is in front. And we extend those arms out to a T. Cross that left arm out in front. Right hand to the tricep just below your shoulder. Turn your palm to face back and pull that arm in nice and tight. Left shoulder presses down and away. And then we're going to lean that right ear towards your right shoulder. Face is still turned towards front, and you're just letting that head fall to the right as you press that left shoulder down and away. Inhale, head back to center, and then just lean that left ear towards your left shoulder. Again, face is still turned towards front. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Take that left arm up and back. Bend that left elbow, right hand to the elbow, and just gently press. Chin staying off the chest. If you like, you can circle that right arm around and reach up. Can you find your fingertips? If you can't quite find those fingertips, just bring that right hand back to your elbow. And again, sit up nice and tall. If it feels good to you, lean to the right. And just feel that really nice stretch all the way down that left side. Little core activation as we lean, keeping both sit bones against the mat. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Release your hands and extend those arms back out to a T. We cross that right arm, left hand to the tricep just below the shoulder, between the shoulder and the elbow, and gently press it in and press that right shoulder down and away. And then we gently lean the head to the left. Just feeling that stretch all the way down the right side. Opening up the ear canal. Just a nice stretch. Inhale, head up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, lean your head to the right. Nice long stretch. That feels good all the way down that left side. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Take that right arm up and back. Right elbow bends. Hand down the center of your back. Left hand to the elbow. Chin off the chest, chest nice and tall. If it feels good to you, circle that left arm around behind. Reach it up. If you can find your fingertips, lock them. If you need to bring that hand back to the elbow, that's perfectly fine. And then if it's slow, gentle lean to the left, just to add that extra little bit. If you don't want it, stay up tall. Just breathe. So it's just about kind of playing and exploring, move it in different ways than we would normally move, and just seeing how your body responds. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Just be kind. Inhale it back to center. Release those arms, extend it back out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. Lengthen and hinge it forward. Reach it out. Release your hands and let your upper body be heavy. Again, we're just going to let ourselves melt. Letting go of that tension in the hips, the lower back. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle those arms up and overhead. Reach it high. And as you exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over. We're going to sway twice each direction. Just lean in as far as feels good to you. Just keeping both sit bones connected to the mat. And then inhale it back through center. And then exhale to the other side. Just make it last. Take your time. Let's go one more each direction. Always checking in, always being kind. We want things to feel good and do good things for us, not to irritate or cause inflammation, and certainly not pain. And gently release those arms down by your sides. Press your palms down towards the ground, and as you exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and exhaling your head to the right. Just a little check-in, pressing that left palm down. Hopefully already feeling a little bit better through the neck and the shoulders. Gently release your chin down towards your chest, rolling forward. Keeping that spine nice and tall with the chin towards the chest, roll those shoulders up and back, and let your shoulders slide down and away. And we roll the head to the left. Left ear over the left shoulder. And a little press of that right palm down towards the ground. And roll the chin back down towards the chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up and back. And let your shoulders slide down and away. Let's turn and come up onto all fours. Give yourself plenty of room towards the top of your mat. And we're going to sit those sit bones back towards your heels as you walk your hands towards the top of the mat. Coming into our child's pose. Arms extended out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Reaching those sit bones towards the back of the mat or towards your heels and just feeling that nice long stretch. From fingertips to tailbone. We spread our fingers wide. We glue those palms to the mat. Let's inhale it up to a modified high plank. Just hold your plank. Extending right leg, tuck your toes, and a little push back. So you're pressing your heel towards the back of the mat, keeping that core strong, stretching through the calf, through the toes, through the arch of the foot. And gently come back to that modified plank, one push up. Modified plank, we extend that left leg, tuck your toes, and then a little push back. A little deeper stretch for the calf, keeping that core strong. Breath slow and steady. Bending that left knee, untuck those toes, modified plank, one push up. And press it back to child's pose. Inhaling it back up to that modified plank. Holding here, or tuck both feet and extend those legs. Breathe. Just hold, either modified plank or your whole plank. Lifting out of those shoulders. Full plank, working that whole body. Modified plank, still working that whole body. Be kind. Do what's right. Release your knees, untuck your toes, press it back to child's pose. Inhale, lift just enough to pass that right arm underneath your left, reaching out, palm side up, right shoulder to the mat, right side of the head to the mat, and just surrender the body weight back down. Breathe. Always making sure that we're not holding our breath. Inhale, lift just enough to pull that right arm back through and extend it out. Left hand reaching through, palm side up, left shoulder to the mat, left side of the face to the mat or left side of the head. And we walk those right fingertips towards the top of the mat. Just feeling that stretch all the way down that right side through that middle back. Close your eyes, relax your jaw. We lift just enough to pull that left arm back through, and once again, sit it back to child's pose. We inhale it to have that modified high plank. Crocodile down. Elbows right by the ribs. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Allowing the heels to sink. Let your head be heavy. Press through the palms of the hands to guide your weight back towards your heels. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. As you exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels gently sink. We inhale it to high plank. And exhale it back to down dog. Let's do that 2 more times. We inhale it to high plank. Your pace, your breath. Exhaling to down dog. Let's do one more. Meeting back in down dog. And just gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Take the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Upper body's heavy. Let your arms hang. Soft bend in your knees. Give your head a little shake if you need to. Let that tension go. Just notice how your body responds. Where are you heavy? Are you on one side versus the other? More weight on your right leg versus your left. Even it out as best you can. And then we're just going to gently rock forward and back. Weight shifts into the toes and then back to our heels. Back into the toes. Do you have a tendency to roll to the outside of your foot or the inside of your foot? Back towards your heels. Just do your best to roll right through center and back to those toes. And then center your weight. Hold on to your forearms or your elbows and just gently sway side to side. Coming back to center. Relax your arms. And ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. Let those arms be heavy. Stacking each vertebra as you rise. Coming all the way up to standing tall. Shoulders roll up and back, and shoulders slide down and away to mountain. Do that shoulder roll again. Make it big. And let those shoulders slide down and away, and then give those arms a little shake. And then let them be heavy down by your side. Close your eyes for just a moment. And I want you to check in. I want you to feel the soles of your feet against the earth. The strength in the ankles, the strength in the legs as you pass through the knees, up into the pelvis, strong through the belly, strong through those glutes. Shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders, standing tall. Roll those shoulders up and back, turn your palms to face front. Mountain, our active mountain pose. Draw those knees up towards the hips, engaging those quadriceps, strong through the belly, long through those arms, reach through those fingertips. Inhale, reach it high. And as you exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Take a giant step back with your left foot. Back knee can come to the mat if you like, otherwise knee stays off. And we lift those arms, circling them up over and overhead. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. Do that again. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Stay low in the legs. Circle those arms forward. Back of the hands pull towards the back of the mat. Open your chest. Gaze to the sky. Rotate your palms. Palms face the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale, circle those arms up and overhead. We come up nice and tall. Pull the hands to heart center and we turn. Left elbow to the right knee. Pressing against the knee. Working to bring your hands towards heart center. Gazing out over that right elbow. If you like, you can open your arms. Back of the left arm presses against the outside of that right knee. Breathe. If you like, circle that right arm around behind your back. You're going to reach through your legs if you can find them. Lock your fingertips. Can't quite find them, it's okay. Keep reaching. Releasing those hands, turning it back to face front. Arms come overhead. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Step that left foot in across from the right to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. As you exhale, right arm down, left arm high. Lean in, reach. Look up, find the base of that left thumb. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, left arm down, right arm high. Look up, find the base of that right thumb. How far could you reach in both directions? Inhale, both arms come up. Interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind your head. And as you exhale, lean it back. Let your head be heavy. Open up those elbows, open up those arms. Feel that stretch across the chest. Stretch down the belly. Inhale it up nice and tall. And as you exhale, chin to chest, close the elbows around the ears. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Open those elbows wide, extend those arms. Reach it high and swan dive down to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, giant sit back with your right foot. Back knee can come to the mat if you like, otherwise knee is off. And we circle those arms up and overhead. So we can either be in our full crescent or our half crescent. Either way is fine. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Stay low. Circle those arms forward. Big circle around, all the way up and overhead. Pull those hands to heart center. We turn and place that right elbow to the left knee, pressing against the knee, working to bring your hands towards heart center. Looking up over that left elbow. If you like, you can open those arms, back of that right arm pressing against the outside of the knee. If you like, you can circle that left arm around behind, reaching that right hand through. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. Can't quite find them, no worries. Keep reaching. Just make sure you breathe in. Releasing those hands, we turn back to face front. Arms come up and overhead. As you exhale, sweep those arms back. Back of the hands towards the back of the mat. Rotate your palms, looking up. Breathe. Inhale, circle those arms up and overhead. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Step that right foot in across from the left to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Pull the hands to heart center, find a focal point out in front of you, and shift your weight to your left foot. Right big toe just barely touches, and we're gonna roll that right knee open. Our tree pose. You can stay right here or slide that right foot up along the inside of the leg, above or below the knee. Staying tall, chest tall, shoulders soft. Interlace your fingers all but the index finger and thumb, and slowly extend those arms. Our arms are going to be slightly in front of those ears, and we can stay right here or take your gaze up. Can you find the base of your thumbs? More challenging as we release that focal point. Once again, find your focal point out in front. Pull those hands back to heart center. Draw that right knee forward. Release your foot, knees bent to 90 degrees. Extend those arms open out to a T. And we press that right foot straight back, hinging forward to our warrior three. Pelvis is square. Crown of the head reaching out towards the front of the room. Heel presses towards the back of the room. Slowly we stand tall, pulling that right knee back through to 90 degrees. And again, press it back. Coming into that warrior three. Can you feel the hamstrings? Can you feel the glutes? Core strong. Pelvis is level. Bend that left knee, giant step back. We come to our warrior one. Squaring the pelvis, lifting the chest. Back heel presses into the mat. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Do that once more. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink. Stay low in those legs. Open those arms out to a T. Cross that right arm underneath the left. Wrap at the crook of the elbows and bring your palms to touch. Still in that warrior one position. If it feels good to you, lift your fingertips. And then gently pull those hands out and away from your face. Opening the angle of the arms is going to influence that stretch through that upper back. A little hinge forward if it feels right to you, drawing the elbows down towards that left knee. Slowly we rise, pulling those hands back in towards your face, lowering those elbows back down, circling those arms back and up and overhead to your warrior one. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg high. Add a flex of that left foot and a bend of the left knee, draw your heel towards your bottom. Breathe. We inhale it to our high plank, drawing that left knee in towards the chest, crossing that left leg underneath the right, outside edge of your foot to the mat. Shift your weight to your left hand, open to our side plank, to our fallen triangle, and extend right arm high. Look up if that feels okay. Find the base of that right thumb. Breathe. Exhaling and releasing that right hand down. Keep that leg kicked under, square your pelvis. Feel that great stretch in that left hip and glute. IT band. Come back to the ball of the right foot. Pull that left knee back into plank. Step it back to plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. And just sway your hips side to side. Checking in, how you doing? Challenging ourselves appropriately, but being nice. Always being kind, coming back to center. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. As you exhale, spin your toes towards one another, heels open, and then let those heels just gently sink. Little bit of a pigeon-toed stance here with those feet. Little different sensation through the calves, the backs of the legs, the hips. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Draw those heels back towards one another and then let them sink. Taking a gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And pull those hands to heart center, and we shift our weight to our right foot. Left big toe just barely touches, and roll that left knee open. Stand tall. Slow, steady breaths. If it feels right to you, slide that left foot up along the inside of the right leg, above or below the knee. We interlace the fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Slowly begin to extend those arms. And again, those arms are going to be slightly in front of our ears, just on either side of the eyes. And then if it feels right to you, look up. As you let go of that focal point, ooh, that's challenging. Breathe. And then slowly bring your hands back down, gazing forward. Release the hands. Drawing that left knee forward to 90 degrees. Flex your foot. Extend those arms out to a T. And as you exhale, press that left foot straight back. Hinging forward to your warrior three. Square the pelvis. Do your best not to let that left side of the pelvis lift. And then slowly come back, drawing that knee back to 90 degrees. Flex your foot. And again, press it back to your warrior three. Pelvis is square. Spine long, core engaged. Press through that left heel. Bending that right knee, taking a giant step back to your warrior one. Back leg long and strong, back foot to about a 45-degree angle. Pelvis is facing front, shoulders soft. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink. Breathe, open those arms out to a T, crossing left arm underneath the right, wrapping at the crook of the elbows, bringing your palms to touch. If it feels good to you, lift your fingertips. And then pull those hands out and away from your face. Breathe. Feel that openness between those shoulder blades. Strength. There's a lot of things happening here, and beginning to hinge forward if that feels okay. Drawing your elbows down towards that right knee. Core staying strong. Strengthening those glutes, strengthening the core. Slowly we begin to rise. We pull those hands back towards the face and then gently lower those arms. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. Go ahead and open up the pelvis. Add a flex of that right foot and a bend of the right knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. As you open up that pelvis and draw your heel in, so many places to feel this. Down the back of that left leg, down the front of the right leg, strong through the shoulders. Core is engaged. We're going to inhale and pull that right knee through as we come to our plank, crossing that right leg underneath the left, outside edge of that right foot against the earth. We shift our weight to that right hand, roll to the instep of the left foot, left arm reaches high. Our fallen triangle. Breathe. Slow, steady breaths. As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down. Keep that right foot kicked under. Square your pelvis. We're still on the instep of that left foot. We come back to the ball of the left foot, pulling that right knee back into center to plank. Stepping that right foot back to plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Breathe. Lift those sit bones high. Give a little push through the palms of the hands, the heels of the hands to guide your weight back towards those heels. End of your exhale, take the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And as you exhale, take a giant step. Open those feet out nice and wide. Turn towards the outside of your mat, the toes to the outside corners of your mat, arms out to a T. Nice wide stance, wingspans. Rotate palms to the sky, reach it high. Pull the hands to heart center, sink into those legs. Come low into your goddess pose. If you need to adjust where the feet are, adjust them. Chest is lifted. Those knees are rolled back. Firing up all the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and sink. We're going to lift that right heel. Half lift and sink. Release that right heel and lift the left. Half lift and sink. Lift the left. Find a focal point and lift both. Half lift and sink. Release the heels, interlace your fingers, press your palms out to shoulder height. Lift that right heel. Half lift and sink. Release that right heel. Lift the left. Half lift and sink. Release that left heel. Find a focal point and lift both. Breathe. Strong and healthy, big, beautiful legs, and release those heels. Lift those arms up and overhead, shoulders soft. Lift that right heel. If you need a break, straighten your legs for a second. And release. Lift that left heel. And release. Find that focal point. Last one, lift those heels, both of them. Core strong. Release the heels. Oh, extend those legs. That feels good. Open those arms out to a T and hinge it forward. Release your hands. Let's walk the hands to the left. Left hand takes a hold of that left ankle. Right hand's going to reach out towards the top corner of your mat. Draw your nose towards your knee. Just a beautiful long stretch down that right side. Beautiful stretch down the back. of that left leg, inner thigh, glute. Just feel it all. Core strong, slowly walk your hands through center and then over to the right. Right hand takes a hold of that right ankle. Left fingertips are going to reach out as far as you can reach and draw your nose towards your knee. Use those exhales to clear away any tension, to allow your body to sink a little deeper. And slowly walk it back through center, core strong. Arms are straight, palms to the mat, or you can be up on your fingertips. We're going to bend that left knee, and we're going to lower our bottom down to about knee height. Right sole of the foot stays connected to the mat. And then we're going to come back through center, and then over to the right. Right knee bends, left leg is long, left sole of the foot stays connected to the mat. We're going to add on and we're going to intensify if you like. If you're like, I'm good where I am, come back through center and just come right back to where you were. We're going to lift the right toes this time and let the bottom come a little bit lower. Hands are just kind of staying in center, but you can move them if you need to. Come back through center. We bend that right knee. Left toes lift. Bottom can come a little bit lower. We come back through center. If that was where you should stay, stay. If you like, come lower. You can even lower your bottom all the way down. Bring that left knee in. Roll it open. Hands come back down. We come through center and over to the right. Right knee bends. Left toes lift. If you want to, have a seat. Lower that right knee in. Open it back up. And rise. Coming back through center. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Just bend the elbows. Breathe. With the support of the hands, heel toe your feet in once. Letting that upper body be heavy. Again, with the support of the hands, heel toe your feet in once. Let your upper body be heavy. Let's reach your hands through the legs. Walk your hands back as far as you can walk them. And draw your nose towards your knees. Or that space between where the knees would be. Just tucking your chin towards your chest and shift your weight forward into those toes. Feeling it all the way down the back of the body. From the base of the head, up the spine, down the backs of the legs. Gently pulling those hands through. Take a hold of the ankles and use the strength of the arms to pull that upper body back towards the space between your legs and maybe a little shift of your weight forward into the toes. Release those arms, let them hang. With the support of the hands, heel toe your feet in again. And once more, so those feet are parallel, about hip width apart, hanging in your forward fold. Breathe. Ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. And a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Rock back to your heels. Bring your big toes to touch. Reach it high. And as you exhale, sit to chair. Hands can pull down to heart center. Those arms can remain overhead. Find your breath. Again, a little space between the heels, not much. No space between those big toes if you can help it. Inhale, half lift. Weights in our heels should be able to lift those toes or at least wiggle them. And again, sink. Breathe, pull those hands to heart center. Find a focal point out in front of you. Shift your weight to your right foot. Can you lift your left foot? Weird sensation, right? Place that left foot down. Big toes are still touching. Shift your weight to that left foot. Can you lift your right? Still staying in that chair. Really big activation in that left leg. Gently place that foot back down. Center your weight. Weights in the heels. Inhale, rise. Reach it high. Exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Again, sit it back to chair. Find a focal point and shift your weight forward. Lift your heels as high as you can get them. Breathe. And gently release those heels back down. Shift your weight to your heels, hinge it forward. Sweep those arms back to flight. Roll those shoulders back. Breathe. We're not surrendering our upper body onto the legs. We're still staying strong. Exhale, sweep the hands down by the knees. Once again, sit it back to chair, hands to heart center. And rise, reach it high. Exhale, open it to a nice wide V. Gaze up. Inhale, reach it high, and pull those hands to heart center. We're going to turn and step back to the top of our mat, to mountain. Inhale, reach it high. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Optional push-up if you like. To down dog. And just breathe. Take a second. Grab a drink if you need one. Allow your heels to sink. Lift your sit bones a little bit higher, a little tip of the pelvis. Just a little tiny tip of the pelvis can make such a big difference. Breathe. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes reach high. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through between your hands. Back heel to the mat. Windmill your arms up to warrior two. Pelvis is open to the side. Tummy and chest to the side. Lengthen and reach from fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Open the pelvis to the side. Reach it out over those left toes. When you can't reach anymore, left arm down, right arm high. Triangle. Extending and lengthening. Out of the shoulder up to the tips of the fingers. As you roll that right side of the pelvis back, you should feel this really lovely stretch all the way down that right side, rotating that right palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. And now we've just doubled that stretch. Lengthen and extend. How far can you reach? Turn your gaze down towards your big toe. Lift that right arm high and circle it around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. Roll that right shoulder back as far as you can and tuck your chin towards that left shoulder. Inhale, extend that right arm, core strong. We rise like you're holding onto a rope in that right hand, using it to pull yourself back up. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle. Gaze can be along the inside of that left arm, or you can turn and look down towards your back heel. Just breathe. Core strong, we rise, windmilling that right arm up and over, placing that right hand to the inside of your left foot. Rotate and reach. If you need to adjust your feet, please do. Lengthening through the crown of the head. If there's this tendency to hollow out your tummy and chest, I want you to kind of over-exaggerate, pressing that chest through to lengthen that spine. Circling that left arm around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back. Breathe. Extending left arm high. Slowly release your hand down. Bending that left knee, back heel comes off the mat. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Left leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, grabbing a drink, or inhale it to high plank. We hold our plank. You can be on hands or forearms, toes or knees. If you want to add a little zing, something spicy, draw that right knee in towards that right elbow. Shift your weight forward a little bit. And then step it back to plank. Shift your weight back. Shift your weight forward as that left knee comes towards the left elbow. And shift it back to plank. One more each side. Right knee and back. Left knee And back, lift your hips to down dog. That was a good one. Little spice. Let your head be heavy. Breathe, checking in. As you're ready, shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes reach high. Exhale and sweep that right foot through. Back heel to the mat. Windmill your arms up to warrior two. Again, that pelvis opens to the side. Tummy and chest to the side, arms extended out long, and we sink into that lunge. Fire up those legs, strong, beautiful legs. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little, and exhale, sink low. Inhale, straighten that right leg, opening the pelvis to the side, reach it out over those right toes. When you can't reach anymore, right arm down, left arm high, triangle. Extend out of that left shoulder. Reach up as high as you can reach. Not a ton of weight on that right hand. It's just kind of hanging. Breathe. We rotate that left palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of your face. Feel that amazing stretch through the ribs, the waist, the pelvis. All the way out through the tips of the fingers. Turn your gaze down towards your right big toe. We're going to lift that left arm high and circle it around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. A little tuck of your chin towards that right shoulder. Breathe. We once again extend that left arm. Core is strong. Slowly we rise, firing up those obliques. All the way up tall. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky. Sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle. Lengthening through those right fingertips. Sliding that left hand down that back leg. Breathe. What do you feel? Feel it all. Check in. Inhaling it back up, windmilling that left arm up and over, placing that left hand to the inside of your right foot. If you need to adjust your feet, adjust them. Rotate and reach. Right arm high. How high can you reach? Again, we're working to flatten out that spine, to lengthen that spine. So if you're really rounded through that upper and middle back, exaggerated, open up that chest. Roll it open. Stack those shoulders, stack those arms. Turn your gaze down towards your big toe. Circle that left arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. You can absolutely stay looking up if you'd rather. Either way. Breathe. Once again, extend that right arm high. And slowly release your hand down. Hand on either side of your foot. Front knee bends. Back heel comes off the mat. Lift your hips, sweep it back. And extend. Right leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog. Grabbing a drink of water. Coming into child's pose. Or we're going to work a little bit harder through that upper body. We're going to turn those fingertips towards one another. Remaining in your down dog position. Heels of the hands are pointing out. As you inhale, bend the elbows. Elbows go wide, crown of the head towards the mat. And then as you exhale, press through the palms of the hands and work your way back up. Inhale, bend the elbows. Lower the crown of the head and press it back up. We have two more. Lower and press. One more. Lower and press. Turn your fingertips back towards the top of the mat. To down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Breathe, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Oh, and sit it back to child's pose. That's going to feel good. Extend those arms out long. Find your breath. Bend the elbows, bring the palms of the hands to touch, and draw the heels of the hands to the back of the head. Breathe. A gentle stretch for the shoulders, for the quadricep, for the back. A little recovery, a little love for the wrists. And gently let those arms extend, back of the hands to the mat, palms open towards the sky. Just as best you can. And then gently let those palms come back to the mat. And let's walk the hands back towards the knees. Come over onto one hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down towards the top of your mat. So we're going to keep that right knee bent just slightly, sole of the foot to the mat. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Left knee is bent. Fingertips are going to point towards your bottom as you lean back onto your hands. You can adjust however you want to. If that doesn't work for you, for the fingertips to be pointing towards your bottom, you can find any place that feels right to you. This is going to be a big one, guys. So we're going to get all different parts of the front of our body. So pulling those hands in fairly close. We're going to lift our hips and we're going to transition forward. We're going to keep those left toes tucked under. You might need to adjust where that right leg is and look up. Hello, foot. If you want a little bit more, lift your hips and then slowly bring it back to your bum. Just keep that right leg where it is because we're going to come right back to it. We lift. We transfer that weight forward, ultimately working to get that left knee to the mat. May or may not happen today because that's a huge quad stretch. Come back to your bottom. Let's do that again. Core strong. We lift. We transfer that weight forward. Can you get that left knee as close to the floor as possible? And then pull it back. We just have one more. Okay, so we're going to do 4 on each side. We shift. Weight comes forward. If you want to, you can lift those hips a little bit more and slowly bring it back to your bum. Same thing. So pull that right foot in. Left leg's going to go long. And the first one, you kind of have to kind of play with it a little bit. That right foot's going to be in close to your bum. We lift the hips. We rock it forward, working to touch that right knee to the floor. May or may not happen. And then back it off. How you doing? 3 more. Take it up and back. If you're like, oh, I was good with 1, that's fine. Take a second. We'll meet you in a sec. And back it off. 2 more. Lift it, shift it forward. And back it off. So many places to feel this. Just make sure that it feels good. Challenging. It should feel challenging for sure. And back it off. Nice job. Extend both legs. New favorite, right? Absolutely. Extend those legs, flex your feet, reach it high. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and then relax the weight of your upper body down. Little tuck of your chin. Sweep those hands back of the hands to the mat, and just let your arms be heavy. Now flip your palms to the mat. Walk your fingertips back just a little bit as you lift the toe. Once again, extend those arms out, reaching down towards your feet. Reach it out and hinge it up. Pull the knees in, circle the arms around. Let's come to boat pose. You can support your boat with your hands behind your thighs, the hands behind you, or you can release the support and extend those arms out. Breathe. Let's extend those legs if that feels right. Otherwise, keep those knees bent. We pull the knees back in. We extend those legs. If you like, lift your arms. Breathe. Lower the arms, bend the knees. We have 1 more. So you can come back to wherever we were before, or if you like, we're going to come to our yacht pose. We're going to make it a hollow hold. Breathe. 1 big boat. Find your breath. Open those arms if you like, a little more intensity. And pull it back into boat. Soles of the feet together, butterfly, and just fold forward. Oh, let your head be heavy. Ever so slowly, roll it up one vertebra at a time. Sitting up nice and tall. Extend those legs out just a little bit. So we're going to keep those knees bent, soles of the feet together, arms extended out, and just ever so slowly take it back. You're going to feel your knees lift. You're going to feel a little pressure in the soles of your feet. You're going to notice it's a little more challenging than having those legs long. Pull your heels in towards your bottom, knees wide, reclined butterfly, hands resting wherever you like. Let's take those arms out, just out of the way, low V or out to a T or overhead, whatever you wish. And we're going to draw those knees together. We're going to heel to our feet open to about the width of our mat or even a little bit beyond. And we're going to rock the knees and the pelvis side to side. We're just going to let that whole lower body move from left to right, right to left. We're not running any races here, so just give yourself the opportunity to really feel that good stretch. How are you? You put in a lot of work today in a lot of different ways. I hope you noticed it. I hope you felt it. I hope it felt good and you feel successful. On those days where it's a little more challenging, just stick with it. Do what you can. Do what feels right. Coming back to center. Heel toe those feet back in deliberately. So toes in, heels in, feet parallel. Draw that right knee in towards your chest. Extend your left leg out. Pull that right knee in. Just take a second, feel that stretch down that right glute, down that left hip flexor, and then when you're ready, extend that right arm out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull it across your body for our supine spinal twist. Both shoulders staying on the floor. I just got a great pop in my back. That felt super good. And turn and look out over that right arm. I love little self-adjustments. When you get those, just make sure that there's nothing hinky that's gone on with them. No tingling, no numbness, no pain. Close your eyes, relax your jaw, and just breathe. Releasing that left hand, slowly rolling it back to center. Extend that right leg. Extend the leg as long as you can and point your toes just as hard as you can. And then a little external rotation through your hip. So it's not necessarily bringing your leg out to the right. It's just that rotation, that external rotation. So your pinky toes are pointed towards the wall out in front. And we're going to lengthen through that big toe and slowly lower the leg down like you're going to try and touch that wall and make a straight line down the wall until that right heel just gently comes to rest. That right leg feels long. That says a lot coming from somebody with short legs. And pull that left knee in. Right hand to the outside of that left knee and gently pull your leg across your body. Again, we work to keep both shoulders down and turn and look out over that left arm. Close your eyes and breathe. I always find time on my mat feels like a time warp. It goes so fast. I hope you feel the same. Like it's just no time at all. And you're like, what? Where'd that hour go? It's time well spent. Whatever time you have for self-care. It doesn't have to be an hour all the time. But give yourself a little bit of time every single day. Just for a little something. And then slowly roll it back to center. Extend that left leg. Make it long. Point your toes just as hard as you can point them. And then again, that little external rotation through your hip. And then reach out through the big toe and slowly lower your leg. Working to make a straight line all the way down the wall until it just gently comes to rest. We bring our arms down by our sides. We open the palms towards the sky. We let those shoulders be heavy against the mat if you need to adjust. Get rid of any wiggles. If you want a blanket or a pillow, or perhaps being on your back doesn't feel amazing and you'd rather be in a different position, take a second. Find that place that feels right. And then give yourself permission to stop and to just breathe. So many times during the day that I find myself just reminding myself to breathe. Just breathe. It's amazing, the tool and the power of our breath. An opportunity to regroup, refresh, let go, draw in the energy or the strength that we need to clear away any mental garbage, to release any feelings or thoughts that aren't going to help us be our very best. Your breath has that power. As you draw in the energy, it's loving, it's healing, it's strength, and it's power. As you exhale each breath, let go of what's not going to serve you well. Give yourself permission to release it. Send it out to the universe to be transformed into something much more useful. So that the energy we carry within us is positive and loving, strong and worth sharing. So that as you have interactions with others today, they are better for having been in your presence. For the energy you have within you, you take with you everywhere you go. That ripple effect is real. Let your energy be positive, helpful, encouraging, and playful. Let your body be heavy against the earth. Let your mind be quiet, calm, and breathe in and breathe out. As we are here with the body still and the mind quiet, the heart open, I share with you these words that you are welcome to take with you today, or just let them float on by. You won't always feel motivated, and that's okay. Progress is made in the moments you keep going, even when it feels slow, messy, or unclear. Small steps add up, even when you don't notice them. Keep going. Keep moving forward. As you're ready, gently stretch your limbs. Deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back. Feel your body against your mat. The rhythm and the depth of your breath. Move the fingers and the toes. And as you're ready, gently draw your knees in towards your chest. And however you wish, whenever you're ready, coming up to a seated position. Hands to heart center, close your eyes. A gentle tuck of your chin if that feels okay. And just a moment to thank the mind and the body for today's practice, this journey, these sensations, and having an able mind and body to do all of the things. Gently lift your face, open your eyes. You guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Take care of yourself. Be well. Have an amazing rest of your day. And I always look forward to the next time. And until then, light, love, and namaste.